and welcome to Coffee Chats. I'm Morgan and this is my Christmas book haul. I got a couple of books for Christmas and I got many books around Christmas time, so I thought it would be a great time to do another haul. I feel like I do a lot of these, but I know that I like watching them and I like buying books and I think y'all might enjoy watching them, so let's get started. The first book that I bought for myself is The Bad Beginning by Lemony Snicket. This is a kind of fun version that they have on Amazon, even though they only make this version for the first 3 books for some reason, and it looks like an old Penny Dreadful, which is very fun. And I picked this up partially because it fulfills a category for my 2015 reading challenge, and Amazon was having a little bit of a sale on their books, and this book is cheap anyway. Many reasons. I like this edition and I picked it up. Next I have a lot of books, and this is the entire Fablehaven series, and this is one of my favorite series. It's a middle grade. I reread it a lot, and this year I wanted to do a reread of it around Christmas time, so I picked it up. I have the original Fablehaven, The Rise of the Evening Star, The Grip of the Shadow Plague, Secrets of the Dragon Sanctuary, and Keys to the Demon Prison, and I'm actually almost done rereading all of these. I'm in the middle of this one. It's a really good time. If you like middle grades, if you like fantasy that takes place in this world, I highly recommend this series. And now I have a few books that I picked up from Book Outlet. The book that my mom wanted for Christmas was on Book Outlet, so I picked that up for her, and another book off of Book Outlet for her, and that order was just a great excuse for me to pick up a couple of books too. First off, I got Pretty Girl 13 by Liz Coley. This book is about a girl who has disappeared and returned, and she has amnesia, so she can't remember what went on, and I believe I've heard some pretty positive reviews of this. I hope it's a little bit creepy because the cover looks a little bit creepy, and I love creepy. So yeah. Next I have Keeper of the Lost Cities by Shannon Messenger, I do believe, and this is a middle grade that I really don't know that much about. I think it's another fantasy that takes place in the real world, and that's really all I've got, but I love me some middle grade a lot of the time, so I grabbed this. And I have The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie. I could not memorize that whole title. This book, I know it's like enormously popular, but I've never read it and I don't know too much about it. I know it has a Native American protagonist. And the reason I got it this time around on Book Outlet is because I'm taking a YA Lit class next semester and we are reading this. So interested to get into it. I know it qualifies as like a diverse book, and yeah, I'm just excited for that class in general, honestly. I also have Winterspell, I believe the final book I picked up for myself on Book Outlet. This is by Claire Legrand, and I know 2 things about this book. I know that it's a Nutcracker retelling, and I know that it has a super gorgeous cover that pretty much solely convinced me to pick it up. I know Brittany's Book Find read this recently, I saw on Goodreads, and she wasn't crazy about it, so we'll see. That's really the only other person I know who has read it though, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. And these last 2 books are the books that I actually got for Christmas. First off, I have Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray, which is the sequel to The Diviners, which I own but admittedly have not read. And this was a gift from my little brother, and it is huge. Like, I'm curious just to see the page count of this. It's almost 600 pages, but it's beautiful. I know I will love this series. It's historical fiction. It's about like investigating a serial killer, and there are psychics. I know I will adore it, so I really need to get into it. But thanks, Austin, if you happen to be watching this. I am quite excited. And the final book in this haul is The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, and this book I have heard described by many people as Criminal Minds for YA. That's even what the blurb on the front says. It says, The Naturals is Criminal Minds for the YA world, and I loved every page, and that's from Allie Carter. I love Criminal Minds, like, so much, and just murder shows in general, anything kind of dark and gritty, like, yeah, that's me. So, oh my gosh, I'm really, really excited to read this book. It will probably be one of the first things that I pick up in 2016, and this was from my parents and was also on my Amazon wishlist because that's just how people pick out books for me nowadays. I have a couple more things that I wanted to show you that aren't necessarily books, but they are kind of book related or fandom related. You'll see. First off, I got my first Pop figurine, which I bought for myself, which it's fine. This, if you can't tell, because she looks kind of like nondescript, is Buffy from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She has her little stake and her little 90s outfit, and I love this show. Like, it is one of my all-time favorites, probably the first fandom I got into. So I got this in honor of getting a new bookshelf for the apartment, and that's where she's going to live. We can see how long it takes for me to get her some friends because Funko Pops are so cute and so nerdy, and I felt like I needed to at least get one. So now I really want like Willow or Spike to go along with her. And here I have something that is glaring into the camera. I hope that helps. These are Harry Potter house bookmarks that are from one of my other little brothers. Holy crap, they are beautiful. It has all 4 houses. They have the house colors and the house crest and the little animals at the top, and I love them so much. He saw me like obsessing over them in Barnes & Noble, and I could not be happier. Like, as soon as I got these, I messaged Sarah and I was like, oh my god, it's the best gift, I'm so happy. They're beautiful. The only thing about them is they're a little heavy, so they aren't the best on like flimsy pages, but oh my gosh, it's fine. Just, I'm obsessed. And the final thing I got, I would definitely say qualifies as a bookish thing. It's a Kindle, which I am very pumped for. Alright you guys, thank you so much for watching my Christmas book haul. Sorry if the lighting has changed because I realized the camera cut out the outro, so we're doing that now. But let me know what books I should be excited for that you saw in the haul, and let me know if you're as obsessed with Buffy the Vampire Slayer as I am. And if you want to find me and Sarah some more places on the internet, you can look at the links down below, and we will see you guys in 2016. Bye!